All right, so EQing vocalists, we're looking at a female vocalist here because we will, generally you EQ them a little differently than male vocalists. So here we go. I've got a track of one of our singers, and I'm just going to play it, kind of hit some areas for you. Let me clear out this EQ real quick. We got going. And here we go. This is our original sound.
Be thou my vision, O Lord of my heart.
All right, so some of the areas to be mindful of. You've got for a female voice, kind of the fundamental fullness of their voice is going to be around this 250 area. If I increase that, so that's just kind of where the fullness of their voice lies. You've got kind of on the opposite end of the spectrum, around this 2K area, you've got kind of where the presence lies. Also is kind of where the timbre of their voice actually is. So that's where the recognizable sound of their voice is at. And then even further up, you've got kind of the breath, the airiness. You could do a shelf of some sort if you wanted to get more of that breath and air, but we're going to stick with a bell for now. Also, something to note is around that 5 to 8K area, that could be where your S's happen. So if you find that you have a singer that's extremely S-y, then you'd want to cut there. All right, so let's go ahead and EQ this voice. All right, we'll clear this out. All right, so first thing I notice, it's pretty dark. We're going to add a high pass. Cuts off to about 215. Kind of in this fundamental fullness area, we're going to cut a little bit. Not too much. If we pull it out too much, it thins out way too much. All right. Pull out some of this kind of boxy honk. It's around 450 or so. And then lastly, a lot of times with a singer, somewhere between 1 and 2K, you'll want to cut there. It's just that our ears are naturally pretty sensitive to that area. And then if you needed to cut the S's, you could do that, but she sounds great here, so we're going to leave that pretty much untouched. One last thing to mention is that sometimes with a bigger vocalist, you might need to go up to this, between this 2 and 4K area. There's just a ton of presence there, and as they continue to project as the song goes on, so as they get bigger, then you may need to cut that area just because it'll start to get a little harsh. So you may have to start the song here, and then by this end of the song you could be 7 or 8 dB lower. All right, so just be mindful of that. But there you go. And then let me just show you this with some band in there with it. So it's got its own place.